Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the channel and welcome to the start of a new series here on the HS channel. I am your host, and today, guys, as you can probably tell by the title, we're going to be starting a new city in Cities Skylines. So, very excited to be building this one out with you guys. This is one of the maps from the Campus DLC. I believe it is called Marina Bay, but very excited to launch this series on the channel. Hopefully going to be uploading a couple times per week. So yeah, let's hop right into it without further ado. So as you can tell, we start off on this nice little plot of land here. We're going to pause the game quick because we don't have any money or anything right now, but we got one tile. It's basically an island. We got two highway connections, which are pretty nice. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do with both of these yet. Don't really know if I need two, if I need more, because this does look like it could connect up over here somewhere in the future. So maybe that makes sense, but maybe it makes sense just to remove the highway from here and start more of a main road. So keep that in mind as we start. And let's get down in here and start building out our city. So I think to start we're just going to go with a 4-lane road here. Now, I'd like this area to be pretty residential, not too built up. I don't think I want this to be like a crazy downtown island. So with that in mind, maybe we'll just go out by 40 here, give or take. There we go. And by the way, guys, we are going to need a name for this city. Rockwood will not be the final name here. So if you guys got any suggestions, please let me know down in the comments below. And we can start with a nice little interchange like that. We can. I have some mods enabled, so we can, you know, mess with all the road signs and things like that. And I don't know why we got a rock in the middle of the road there. We're in the middle of this one, so that's a little interesting. Hopefully that does not continue to occur. If it does, we might have some things to address. But all right, we got our first road down, and all right, it's already taken too long to get into the meat and potatoes here of the build. But I think what we're going to want to do is a nice 12 or maybe 11. Let's do 11 and then by 20 grid. I like that. I think that's how we're going to start. I'm just using these roads for now so that we have a good reference if we want to go back and change anything. I'm going to bring this out a little bit farther. We're just going to start with the basic grid pattern here. I'm doing this so I can put paths, I believe, in between these. I think that's going to be a good call. And we are going to have a little bit of a main road going down this way. And I would like to continue that all the way out to the point, so let's do that really quick and just get some of this layout done. Maybe it'll come by the beach. It's going to come down by the beach here. But we want to make sure we're not going to destroy the landscape too much here, because that is a pretty steep slope. So maybe it'll actually hug up a little bit farther. Come on through and out to the point here, right along the top part. And maybe, you know what we can do? We could turn, ooh, I don't like that. We could turn this area out here eventually. Maybe we'll save this as a park. Well, remember, we'll do a nice little lighthouse park or something up here with that monument back there. But I think there's going to be a little bit of a grid on this side, and this side over here will be a little bit more freeform. But we will see as we go here. I like that main road, the nice wiggle there. And what are we doing here? We're going up by 11. And we'll try and connect that at a 90-degree angle to this road. And another 11. And I recognize, you know, this road is already probably going to be handling a lot of traffic, so we'll have to keep that in mind. But for now, I think we'll be all right. Now, another thing we got to consider here is where's the industry going to go. I think I might keep that over on this side to start. If we're going to have a park up here, we can have a nice little industry section here. It's close to the highway access, and I think that might work well for us, especially if we want to get into some shipping in the future. So this one doesn't have to follow the 11 by 10 grid pattern that we started on the other side. Just going to come out here. It's 40 by 40, and we'll go back 10. Oops. Yes, I know. Already running low on money, apparently, according to the game. It always flashes that when it starts to get nervous for you. And let's see, is that 10? That is 10. We'll come up another 10, 10. And again, guys, I don't know exactly what this city is going to look like at the end of the day. This is definitely going to be a freeform type build. I have a general sense of what I want to do, but absolutely nothing definite, nothing set in stone yet in terms of a plan here. So I think we got 2 decent areas starting to be built up. I kind of like the layout here. I'm going to go 20 this next connection. And why was that 12? That should not have been 12. This is 12 though. That was a mistake. That's why we build with the dirt roads to start, my friends. Oh, there we go again. Snap back to 12. Why is it doing that? Here we go. There's 11. Alright. Beautiful. And again, I want to keep it parallel to the main road here. I don't care as much about that little wiggle there. And okay, we're going to come out by 20 here. I'm going to go down, line this up. Like this. This will obviously be our main road coming through the center of town. And I don't know, we're also going to have to figure out what to do on this side. Maybe we do 2 matching parks. Maybe not. You guys let me know down in the comments below if you got anything special you would like to see in one of these locations. But we do have a nice grid going to start. I like this. And we are going to start moving people very shortly here. Do not worry. And so I think maybe this will be more of a commercial area. Let's see, out by 20. And maybe we'll just have it naturally curve down here. You can see we're getting a little terrain deformation there. Maybe it just follows this. Nice little tight turn there. Maybe it follows it out this way. That's a little aggressive. And how does that look? I don't love it. But I'll run like that again. Try to respect the topography a little bit better. Maybe we'll come up there. I don't know what that road's going to lead to, or if it's going to be anything yet, but we got kind of our 2 main roads coming out now, and we'll try and line this back up now with this grid pattern. And I know I've already said it, but this road was looking like it's going to be a main road already. Maybe we should just pivot this and continue it on. That might be a little bit better of an idea. And let's see here. Should we connect it there? Nah, not yet. Might have to play around with some of the connections in here, because I don't want it to get too crazy. Also, I wouldn't mind a nice little 90-degree. Kind of like that. Can we do the same? Something over here? Does not want to let me. Let's back this road up. Again, I kind of want this to be a little more freeform. So, kind of like that angle. It kind of looks like it's matching a little bit that angle down below. Maybe it's not perfect, but I like the idea of that. And I think we're going to start doing some zoning soon. Do not worry. We're going to get to it in just one moment here. And, ooh. Okay. Don't love that. This is some bumpy terrain. Look at that. I don't know if I love that. But we'll see how it works out. I'm going to keep it for now. So we got our basic grid laid out. We're going to have industrial, commercial segment, and then definitely this is going to be residential back in here. So with that in mind, we're going to zone these 2 quick. And let's get some pipes in before I forget. Run them. Try and keep them underneath the road best we can here. And honestly, it's just the most efficient way to build out your pipe networks. Just keep them under roads, but I know not everyone has the patience for that. We'll see how long I can keep true to that and stay within the roads. Again, they're not going to look necessarily the most uniform. They're pipes. I think in Cities Skylines too, they are actually adjusting the pipes, and you can just simply go in and actually just build the road and not have to worry about them, which is going to be a nice feature. So I'm kind of happy that they did that. Bring this pipe down this way, connect that up. Okay. And we have $30,000 left now. We still haven't done the piping for the industrial sector. Cool. Nice little circle right there. I'm sure that's not going to annoy anyone. Alright. Now that we got that in place, let's actually get some water pumps. So our industrial will be down here, so we'll probably put our sewage over there. Because of that, we will most likely be putting our water as far away as possible. And now, I know I have the inland water treatment plants. How much does that cost? 4,000. Oh, it's really not that bad. 320 a week. 320 a week. Oh. What's the difference? Why wouldn't I do this? Oh, I've actually never used these before. So, this might be a new thing I gotta learn. It's how to incorporate these. So, I do like this. I like this idea. And before I do that, where should I put those? Should we put those probably as close to the highway as possible? Yeah. We definitely don't need the eco one. That's also more expensive. And we are still on a budget here. So, maybe we'll put them... Nah, we want to make sure we can still build out here. I'm overthinking this. This is just likely temporary anyway. We've got our first sewage treatment plant in place now. And don't worry, I've not forgotten about the power. Definitely a big factor here. Do we have any special assets we can use to start the game? No. It is just going to be wind turbines. Which is fine. So we can plop one pretty well powered. Can we get an 8? We can get an 8 if we put it in there. We'll do that for now. And we will run this back out this way. And down along this. And now, where did I put that residential housing to start? We'll also fill in this. And what we'll do is we will try and bridge. Hopefully, citizens will decide to live right around here to start. And try and bridge that in as soon as the game starts. And now, because we have to get some over there too, I don't want to go through our residential zone. Bring that out this way. And down. And are we going to have enough money? Power line sneaky always run up on the costs on it. Okay, and I think everything's done. So let's speed up the game and get some people moving in. I would like, definitely like this area to be a nice commercial zone. Let's see if we can't get that done. Put some commercial on that road too. Maybe not so much back here to start. Maybe just a nice little commercial area right off of Main Road in that little block to start. And it looks like power situation has solved itself a little bit. That is good. Delete this one. It's redundant. We need that one. Okay. Already seeing one problem pop up here. So these guys are not connected. I hope a natural bridge forms there. I'm not sure it will. And before I forget, I probably should turn down the chipper. How can I do that? Let's go. Let's do that really quickly, because I'm sure that's going to be driving some of you pretty crazy. Let's turn off the chipper. There we go. Right, and just because I don't want to risk not having power to the commercial zone, there we are. And now we got to put in some industrial. So maybe it makes sense to start right off of this road. Two nice little squares here. And already our city is taking shape, ladies and gentlemen. I am liking the way this is looking. And I think what I might do is leave 3 spaces on this side unzoned, because I might make this a semi-connector between the areas. And maybe not between the areas, but at least for this industrial zone. That might be a little feeder road. So I might want to try and keep that clear, but we'll see how the traffic patterns develop. It's also not a very big industrial park, so we can keep our eye on that. Already, I bet our power consumption is going to be going through the roof. So now that we got some extra space over here, we can throw down another wind turbine. Just preventative care right there, because we already have so many roads in place here. So looking good to start. Now, as you guys can see, we are getting a lot of citizens moving in here. And slowly but surely, our money problem is improving. Now, let's get ahead of this right away. This is a main road. I want everyone else to have stop signs coming to it. And look at how beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous in here. And I think that lag means we had a milestone, and we did. We are a little hamlet, so we got some basic services going. And listen, I don't know about you guys, how you like to play this game, but my absolute pet peeve in this game is garbage. I hate it so much. It causes frustrations. So I'm probably going to get that right actually in this little spot where the wind turbine was. I think that might be a good space for it. And definitely my goal, we're going to have to destroy some industry here. That's unfortunate. I wish that fit just a little bit better. Can you go this way? I'll pause that really quick. Let me get this reconnected. That was pretty pointless. Alright, does this fit now? It does. Perfect. We're going to put that right in there. Great, great, good, great. And, alright, we're definitely going to need a clinic as well. And a police station and fire station once we have those available, but we'll keep the game running. No one's sick just yet. Probably going to upgrade this road to start as well. This will be the first road we upgrade through the center here. Still don't know why rocks are continuing to remain in the middle of my roads. Slightly concerning. Not going to enjoy that. Oops. Well, we're going to have to put that one back now. If you guys know why that is occurring, please let me know. I think prop anarchy is off for me right now, but it could be a simple fix. Why would that make you guys upset? Why would that make you upset? I don't know. But you know, actually what we're going to need to do, before I forget, not money. We don't even have it unlocked yet, but we need to make sure we put paths through some of these zones to make sure the area is walkable, because traffic will be a problem. Alright, so we're going to have a nice main road coming through here. We're going to have residents on it, at least for the time being. We can change that up. I'd like to make this road full of trees, full of life. We'll keep that going out to there for now. Maybe a little bit of waste of money, but it is what it is. Alright. Get a school in too. It's going to be important. No education right now. And where would a good spot for this be? Oh, right there. Looking beautiful. No one built there. Time for a school. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, and our little town is starting to come to life. We are making money. People are moving in, and I think we're getting a milestone already. Worthy Village. How about that? Reach population of 600. So, we'll try and get to 1,000 this episode. Maybe call it there. But we are off to a very good start, I would say. I'm going to make this some upgraded infrastructure at this point. Just continue to try and build up this area, increase the land value a bit, make some more people want to move in, you know? This is definitely the first. Nice neighborhood. And I was about to say, what the heck is that chime for? But they're just worried that I have not connected those roadways. But it's not really an important factor at this point. You can still get in and out of the city pretty seamlessly. Alright, now, districts. So this is something I wanted to pause really quickly and do. Reach population of 950. So I believe if I go into our natural resources... Yeah, we got some farming area over here. And, oh, we got some, what was that, ore over here? So I think what I might do, because there is some interesting industry locations around here, I'll probably make this a nice ore area. And I'd also like to make this a farm district, eventually. I'm not a big fan of the normal industry in this game. I think it's gross, doesn't look cool. You can do a lot more cool things with the districts and the zoning that you can put on them. So we'll let the game run for now. But we can make this a farming district already. What's going to happen if I throw that in? Hopefully this works. And we can start building up our nice farming industry. Population 950, but we are quickly making progress towards that. And I think we'll start building out this way a little bit more as well. So maybe we'll go a 20 for this one. 20 by 11, 20 by 11. And we disconnect the power, so I'm going to pause that really quickly. But this is clearly going to be a pretty dense suburban area. Or at least not suburban maybe, but residential. We need actually more commercial, it's telling us too. So maybe what we'll do also is we'll put a nice strip of commercial in here. How does that sound? I think that sounds pretty good. Nice thing of commercial there. Just interlay a little bit of commercial back here, so all of our citizens aren't having to walk down all the way down to close to the beach to get some goods. And man, the more I'm thinking about this, the more I don't want this road zoned. I think this is already going to turn into a main road, and I am actually going to kick out the people that are already living there. And dezone that. And dezone that. So at least the front 2 squares I do not want zoned on this road. And hopefully they all disappear now. And we are losing people now, because they're about to say, why did you destroy our houses? But hopefully with time, they will understand. And so maybe because this will be a busy area, makes sense to put the fire station here. So I think that's far enough away. It's a little close, but I like that location. That's not a bad location. I would like to get some detailing done pretty soon, but we still don't have access to that. So still have to wait on that one. And crime apparently is a problem. So maybe we'll take out a quick loan. Do this very quickly. Take out a quick $20,000 loan. What we'll do is we will throw down a police station here. Maybe we'll put it right across from... Why are you snapping to that like that? I don't like that. Okay, well, we're going to put it here. And hopefully that's fine. Before I do this, I also probably should upgrade this road just in case. Let's also upgrade this one. Beautiful. Right across. Go get him. And why'd you go that way? There we go. Let's say, what are you doing? Wow. We got a nice hustling, bustling little town here. 820 people. Commercial demand is rising again. I would still like to make this the commercial center. See, we're already having power issues again. We're going to throw down another wind turbine. That's going to be our form of power to start. And let's get some more in right here. I know this is already going to turn into a pretty busy area. We'll have to make sure we build maybe some parking lots. Maybe we'll save this as a park. That might work nicely. Also build up a nice little zone here. You can see we have a water problem as well. That's probably because it's not connected to power. Actually, yeah, it is. Somehow. I don't know how that's connected, but interesting. Simply that there are no pipes out here. Look at that. Pretty much follow the road. Maybe not to the T, but yeah, good enough, right? Good enough. We'll have a nice path coming down through here. Maybe it'll lead to a park here too. I like that idea. Maybe make these both parks. Cut this road out. Something. 950. 950. We have hit 950 citizens now. And that should open up a whole heck of a lot more stuff for us in the next episode. But I am going to call it here, guys. But I think this was a pretty great first episode. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button. Again, I'm going to be trying to post a lot more of this city and of this Let's Play here on the channel. So if you do enjoy, be sure, again, to subscribe, to follow along. And also, we're going to need not only a name for the city, but we're going to need some names for these districts. So if you also have ideas for the naming of the districts, either the residential, the commercial, even the industrial at this point, the farming. Ooh, that farming area looks like it needs some work, so we're going to have to pay some attention on that in the next episode. But again, yes, if you have any suggestions, please leave them down in the comments below. But until next time, guys, my name has been HS. Have a great day.